I don't want this channel to become all about Elon, or as I call him, the Sink, which is going to be his nickname when he fights Mark the Reptile Zuckerberg, but I do like to take any opportunity I can get to make fun of this guy and all of his fans, like this woman Pearl, who's this conservative woman who's like an anti-feminist, self-hating woman, and her audience latches onto her because she hates women, and they do too. Well, she did a video recently debating people on the street about whether women are smart, and then her trump card in response to them saying yes is to go, well, where's the female Elon Musk then?
Do you think women are smart?
Yes, I do.
Where's the female Elon Musk?
I think there's many of them. There's just
Name one.
Well,
Name one woman as smart as Elon Musk.
So I don't know if I should dedicate this video to her or to Elon personally, but either way, he's had a pretty interesting week, as there's a lot of stories recently about Twitter that relate to this guy's retardation, which gets me very excited. So over there on Twitter, Elon has decided that he's going to remove the block feature, probably because he has the most blocked account on the site. I'd like to confirm that, but I don't think there's any information on that. There probably should be someone out there keeping track of that, just so we can know. But he has to have the most blocked account, and now that he owns the whole thing, he doesn't need to block people, so he doesn't see the point in that anymore. Remember, Elon himself used to use the ban feature before he owned Twitter, but now he can just ban people that he doesn't like or agree with, or he could just make the app worse for them, which he seems to be doing a pretty good job of, so maybe that's a W for him, I guess? And so this decision has been met with a lot of backlash from pretty much everyone. Obviously, because if you don't want someone to communicate with you for the reasons of harassment or stalking, you want to have the option to block them, which even some of his own fans and people who were originally on his side about the whole Twitter thing seem to think so, including people like the openly conservative actor James Woods.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Who was one of the people who wanted Elon in charge of Twitter in the first place, but has seen through the lie, so another person has seen the light, but then they had a little bitch boy fight on Twitter and Elon blocked him, which for some reason people think is an own. Like there was an article out there by Sky News which made it sound like Elon Musk was destroying the woke by giving them a taste of their own medicine. But in reality, he just looks like a pussy. Like, come on, no one really thinks that, do they? No one really thinks that that's an own. He looks like a 5-year-old on the playground having an argument. What makes this decision to remove the block feature even funnier is that apparently the App Store and the Google Play Store have rules on social media apps which state that a social media app need to have the option for users to block other people to prevent harassment. So that would mean that Twitter is going to be dropped from those app stores if he goes through with this, which he most likely won't because of that, even if he wants to have his little outbursts and cry about it, so he goes and blocks people who are disagreeing with him because of the change, which doesn't make a good case for him, acting like a little whiny bitch. He even admitted that X may fail straight after a glitch that led to Twitter photos being deleted. The glitch has prevented people from viewing links or photos from before December 2014. Some believe that this was an effort to save some money, but who knows. This sounds like to me a change in his confidence about the site's takeover. Before he was like, well, Twitter's great, and now he's like he's already preparing for the site to fail, and is going to try and make excuses for why it fails in the future whenever that is. The use of may also sounds very vague, like he doesn't even have confidence in which way that this is going to go. Come on, speak up, voice your real feelings, admit that you failed and move on. But that's not the only trouble that the app faces, as since the change from Twitter to X, the app has dropped quite a bit in downloads, going from 35 to 54th on the top downloaded apps from the Apple Store. The problem is that while these psychos on the internet might all be aware of the change, a lot of the people around the world, the normies, aren't aware of this change from Twitter to X, and the fact that the logo looks nothing like it did before doesn't really help. But maybe the problem will fix itself eventually, but who knows how long that will take. This doesn't look good for Elon. He's supposed to be growing this app. Isn't he supposed to be showing everyone how smart he is, right? But he's not making money if he can't get new users or making any effort to keep the ones that he has. You know, like keeping features that have been on the app for years and are considered necessary by most. Even people who are fans or were fans of you. But it also doesn't look good for investors to do this, because if he does get Twitter removed from these app stores, that would make it even more difficult to get new users. So again, how is he planning on getting people to join this app if he's actively making it harder for them to access it? Which is another thing. I don't know if anyone has brought this up, but has anyone heard a single positive story about Twitter since this guy bought the site? He's not helping his case if everything that comes out is negative and is perceived that way for valid reasons. It's not one of those things where everyone is out to get him. Of course there are people like that out there, but if he wasn't a retard, no one would treat him like one. He's a billionaire who doesn't seem to understand that what he's doing is bad. Either that or he just doesn't care. But there's new explanation for why Elon's strange behavior is happening, which I don't believe is the reason, because Elon has always been a dumb cunt. But Rowan Farah has a new theory for his behavioral change, which is that Elon has been getting fucked up on ketamine, which probably isn't helping the situation. I do love this news though, as this is probably all from the years of hanging out with Rogan. But anyway, that's all the news for this week. Now you can piss off.